The shadow in the mirror. Ayan's new apartment was beautiful, but at night, the corridor seemed a bit too long and the shadows a bit too deep. Since moving in, he had begun to feel that his solitude was not entirely pure. Every now and then, he felt as if someone was watching him from behind a wall or from the dark corners of the ceiling. It was 1 in the morning. Ayan was sitting in the living room, working on his laptop. Suddenly, the hair on the back of his neck stood up. He felt a gaze fixed on him from across the dining table. He looked up quickly. No one was there. However, one detail didn't escape his notice. A single chair at the dining table was pulled out. Ayan was certain he had tucked all the chairs in before starting his work. Annoyed, he got up, pushed the chair back into place, and went to his room, locking the door behind him. In the middle of the night, a sound jolted Ayan awake. Scratch, scratch. The sound was coming from directly beneath his bed. Ayan froze. It wasn't the sound of a mouse. It sounded like long nails scraping against the wooden floor. Summoning his courage, he turned on his phone's flashlight and shone it under the bed. There was nothing but settled dust and thick darkness. But just before he switched the light off, he glanced toward the door. His blood ran cold. He had locked it before sleeping, but now it stood slightly ajar. Opening into the pitch-black corridor, Ayan got up to close the door. Just as he reached for the handle, the automatic sensor light in the hallway flickered on. No one was there. However, through the open bathroom door, a reflection was visible in the mirror inside. Ayan stood paralyzed. The mirror showed a tall, ink-black shadow standing in the middle of the corridor. But in reality, the corridor was empty. The mirror was seeing something that Ayan's eyes could not. He watched as the shadow in the mirror began to move toward him. One by one, the sensor lights in the hallway blinked on and off, as if the invisible entity was stepping closer and closer to his room. Ayan slammed his bedroom door shut, locked it, and sat on his bed, trembling. The entire house fell silent. Suddenly, his phone vibrated in his hand. Someone had sent him a photo on WhatsApp. Opening the image from the unknown number, Ayan felt his breath hitch in his throat. It was a photo of his own bedroom. In the dark room, Ayan was sitting on the bed, looking at his phone. And right behind him, from above the headboard, 2 pale, gaunt hands were reaching down toward his shoulders. Ayan didn't dare turn around. He could only feel a deathly cold breath against his neck, as a voice whispered into his ear, "Why did you move the chair?" "That was my seat,"